That's the ultimate question. What must I do to be saved? I say, if God is holy, really holy, if he is perfectly righteous, and the righteousness he requires of his creatures is perfection, what am I going to do? I mean, the basic problem I face as a human being with God is this, and this is why people squirm, this is why I don't want to hear about God, is that God is holy and I'm not. That's the worst conceivable dilemma I can have. How can an unholy creature stand for a minute in the presence of a holy creator? Well, the only way to be saved is through righteousness. Even when we talk about salvation by faith, what we mean is salvation by Christ, who is righteous. What faith does is plugs us in to the righteousness we absolutely have to be able to stand in the face of God. If I approach God on my own, I am naked. And the metaphor that the Bible uses with respect to Christ's righteousness is that God covers me with the cloak or the robe of the righteousness of Christ. So I either stand before God with my own righteousness, which is filthy rags, or dressed in the righteousness of Christ, which alone is sufficient. People say, what's the difference between Christianity and other religions? So I said, one thing only, atonement. I need a Savior. I need someone who makes an atonement. And not only that, someone who lived a life of absolute righteousness that can transfer that righteousness to me, to my account. That's what salvation is about. What Luther called a justitia alienum, an alien righteousness. I stand before God either naked in my own righteousness or clothed with somebody else's. And I say to people, if you want to stand before God on the strength of your perfection, go ahead. But it's a fool's errand. You will perish before a holy God.